Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian and this is CXC Beauty. I am finally back after being on a week-long hiatus, or maybe 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks long? I don't know, but I had to take a little bit of a break from the whole makeup thing and all that and kind of get back into normal life and reinvigorate myself, but I'm back. And today, as you can see from the title, I have a favorites video for you. Now, I haven't done a favorites video since like February, so this is going to be a little bit of favorites from a couple months. But I wanted to get back into the habit of doing favorites videos. So as you already know, if you want to follow me on any other social media, I'll link those down below. Also, if you didn't know, I do have a vlog channel if you're more interested in like my daily life stuff or maybe my traveling stuff. I'll also link my vlog channel down below and you can check out me and my boyfriend, and we do a lot of traveling, a lot of fun stuff like that. It's a little more personal so you can get to know me better. So if you want to check that out, it'll be down below as well. So without further ado, let's get into these favorites. I'm going to kind of categorize it by like face, eyes, and then lips, and then extras. And then at the end of my favorites, I'm going to do product disappointments, the products I didn't like so much. So stay tuned for those at the end. So if you've been watching my channel lately, you'll know that this foundation is by far my holy grail now. This foundation makes my skin look flawless and I love it so much. And it is the Dior Forever Foundation. And I use shade 040. And this foundation is just amazing. It claims to blur out your pores and any imperfections, and I feel like it really does that. Also, this foundation lasts very long. It lasts me basically all day, and this is the foundation I've been using on my videos and on a daily basis when I do a more natural makeup look. Moving on to powders. As many of you know, my favorite bronzer for the longest time was the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer. But then I had done my $100 bronzer video, which if you want to check that out, I'll link it down below as well. I picked up the Tom Ford bronzer, and then this is in 03 Bronze Age. And this bronzer just gives me such a flawless application. And there's no way to like overuse this bronzer. It's just perfect. So this is now my favorite bronzer. I know it's a little bit pricey, but you do get a lot of product here. You see how big the pan is? You do get a lot of product and it does last a really long time. So if you're looking to invest in a good bronzer, this is definitely one of the best. Going along with that expensive bronzer and a little bit more of Tom Ford, one of my favorite highlighters for the past couple months definitely has to be this one. And it's the Highlighting Duo by Tom Ford. And it says sheer highlighting duo, but it's not sheer. It's like super blinding. It's so beautiful. And this one's in the shade Reflects Guilt. So you get this like golden color on top and a bronzier one on the bottom. And like, let me swatch this for you. It's just so reflective and so pigmented. It's really been an amazing highlight. Now, a wonderful dupe for this and another favorite of mine is this MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Oh Darling. And you can get this at MAC. It's a permanent shade now. Mine unfortunately cracked in half, but this highlighter is pretty much an exact dupe to the Tom Ford one, but the MAC one is a little bit of a lighter gold, I would say. And this is only $33, whereas the Tom Ford one is $78. So this is another great highlighter right here. And then lastly, for powders on the face, I picked up the two Morphe Blush palettes. This is the 9B and this is the 9N. I do love them both. I do prefer the 9N because it has more neutral shades. But these palettes are amazing. They're super pigmented. And the powders are really buttery and smooth. I really love this formula. And they're super affordable. So if you're looking for a variety of blush colors, these Morphe ones are great. Okay, so now moving on to eyes. I bought this palette a couple weeks ago, and it's definitely a go-to palette, and I really love it, so it's definitely a favorite. And it's the NYX Lid Lingerie. I did a haul on this, and I also showed kind of a look with this in one of my videos. But this palette is a great go-to little palette, and I really love it. It has some really beautiful like warm shades and neutral shades, so it's like the perfect all-natural palette for on the go, and they're all matte. So next is another Morphe product. There's quite a bit of Morphe products in this video, but this palette I really enjoy, and this is the 35R palette, and it has a bunch of like darker gold shades, super shimmery, super pigmented shades right here, and it has this 4 rows of mattes. It just has everything you would want for like a summery gold eye, and I just really enjoy this palette. If you've ever used Morphe products, you know that their metallics are super buttery, super creamy, and when you spray them with Fix Plus, they're even more intense. So I really love this palette, and this is the 35R. And another Morphe product, I was looking for a new kind of gel liner, and I tried a few of them. I mean, I've tried, of course, the MAC Black Track, which used to be like my #1. And then I tried the Tarte Amazonian Clay one that comes in the little tube. But that one was kind of a miss for me. But this one by Morphe, it's their gel liner in Slate. It's a beautiful gel liner, and it's extremely black and creamy, and it dries to like a matte finish. And I love using this. It's beautiful, and it's affordable. So this is my new favorite gel liner. And now moving on to lips. I did wear this lip combination in a post that I made on Instagram. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you might know this. My current favorites right now for lips is this Tarte Color Splash lipstick. This formula is so amazing. It feels so great on the lips. And this is in the shade Sunkissed. It's the only shade that I bought, but I am definitely going to go pick up more of these because it's beautiful. And just look at this packaging. It's like a marbly blue. It's so beautiful. And I have it on my lips right now. And then in combination with that lipstick, my next favorite are these Morphe lip polishes. And these are a very high pigmented gloss, and I just love these. I picked up the shade Ransom, and that's what I have on top of that Tarte lipstick. And then I also have this deeper shade called Social. Both beautiful shades, and I love the formula of these. It's not too sticky, and it's super pigmented. And then lastly on my favorites is a brush cleaner. I always use either Castile soap, or I've used the Beauty Blender like little solid cleaner, as well as the Sephora one. But this one I really love, and it's the Sigmagic brush shampoo. It looks like this. I don't know if you can read the label, but this is amazing. You take your brush, you dampen it a little bit, and you pump some of this onto the bristles, and then on the rubber thing, the rubber thingy, whatever it's called, the cleaner, I just rub my brush in there and rinse it out, and it takes everything out of the brushes. This is an amazing brush cleaner, and yeah, I love it. So now for products that disappointed me. So I did mention a lot of Morphe products in this video that I loved, but there were some that were absolutely terrible. That's pretty much how to describe it. And I don't know if it's because of my skin type or what, but my first disappointment are these Morphe concealers. I bought 2 shades. I bought Macchiato and Toast. I use mostly Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I do also love the Dior Star Concealer. Those are 2 of my favorites. So I kind of compare this to those. But this formula from these Morphe concealers is just so, it's like so thick and dry, and just like, I just don't like it. I put this under my eyes to test it out. I put it on my face, and it just creased so much under the eyes, and it looked just really dry and messy on my face. So I'm gonna donate these or give them to somebody who can find use for them. And then my second disappointment is also a Morphe product, And not so much because of the product's performance that it is in my disappointments, but the build quality. So I went and bought a bunch of new Morphe brushes because I've bought Morphe brushes before, but it's been a long time, so I decided to pick up some of their new ones. And one of the ones I picked up was this one, and it's the Morphe E41, and it's a super soft, wonderful brush, and I used it for bronzer, but literally it's been maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month since I bought this, and I was cleaning my brushes. So usually I clean my brushes and then I wipe the ferrule. So I pull up, and I don't even pull hard, and literally this is what happened. It's been a month. So that's the only reason this is in my disappointments, because it's a really soft brush, but this is just not cutting it. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed my video. That is it for my favorites and disappointments. If you like this style of video, or you want me to do any more favorites, leave it down in the comments below. Or if you want to see any other kind of videos, you can suggest videos or reviews and I'll do those for you. Again, I love being here with you guys, and I love seeing you guys, and I will see you in my next video.